Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, welcome back to Elden Ring. Hello, I hope you're all doing okay. Thursday night for me, so almost a weekend. I can taste it, I can smell it. I am working tomorrow though, unfortunately. But I'll be honest with you. I usually, if I take holidays, I like to have my Fridays off sometimes, so just have a longer weekend. I don't know, it stirs something in my breast, makes me feel good. And also it's kind of sad really, but I don't really tend to go on holiday very much. When I say holiday, I mean vacation, for anyone that uses that particular vocabulary. And especially now that I'm single, the chances of me actually going on a holiday somewhere are much slimmer. So I'm happy just taking off the odd Friday, and probably I'll save some days for Christmas. But obviously that's a long way away, so we don't need to worry our pretty little heads about that. Okay, yes, welcome back. We've done the mountaintops to giants, so we've done the main bit here, and then we also started to make our way through the consecrated snowfield. So we're pretty much done with that. There is one item I missed. When I say item, like probably a minor item, I don't know what it is, but I saw it when I think it's here, by this petrified tree stump thingy-majiggy. So I'll go and get that. Otherwise, people, we have 2 areas left in the game. 2 areas. So, like I said in my previous episode, I think I want to do Farum Azula now, but not the boss of that area. And then once I've done that, I want to go tackle the Halig Tree. Because the Halig Tree is, it has the hardest boss in the game, and I don't know if it's the hardest area in the game. I haven't really thought about that. It could be. But anyway, the hardest boss is there, and that's kind of all we need to know, really. So I'm sorry, yeah, we're going back. We're going back over here. I've just wandered into giant country, haven't I? Yep. I like to torture myself, don't I? I really do. Right, if I just keep my distance, we'll be fine. Do you know what? Give me one of these. Now, I hope this was an item. It looked like it. When I was watching my footage back. When I say watching my footage back, when I was... Yeah, there is an item there, yeah. Look. When I first started doing YouTube... So, worth coming back for there. I did watch all of my episodes, thoroughly. To kind of get a feel for how I am as a YouTuber. Oh, that's weird. That's unnatural, almost. Is that a shadow? You see? Just to see how I was doing, because at the end of the day, I've watched Let's Players and other gaming YouTubers for years and years, so I don't want to say I'm an expert, obviously, but I kind of have a sense of if I'm doing shit or if I'm doing okay. But also a lot of it was to look for stuff that I've missed, because if I'm doing a thorough playthrough, I want to be able to, if I see anything that I missed, I want to be able to go back to it in a future episode to pick it up, basically, and hopefully not disappoint many people, because I know how some of you guys can get a little bit tetchy about YouTubers missing stuff in games, especially the Souls games. So yeah, I've been trying to be vigilant, but what I'm getting at is I've stopped doing that less, so I don't watch my whole videos. I kind of flick through just to check, basically, that everything's okay, the quality, the volume, anything glaringly obvious. But sometimes I do go back and I do pick up the odd thing. And on this occasion, I managed to see that I missed the item. Anyway, enough babbling from me. We are now at a turning point in the game, okay? So what we're about to do is irrevocable. There's no going back. So please be sure that you're ready to continue here. Going forwards, okay? and there's gonna be some lore stuff too, and there's gonna be a big old cutscene. I do want to talk about Melania, but I think it's probably best that I talk about her because she's still, even up until this point, she's still very cryptic. She's one of the most cryptic characters in the game, so you don't really get a lot of answers about her. So I probably will wait until the end of the game to discuss Melania, because I think it has a lot to do with, the game as a whole and other important characters within the game. So I might not say much. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'll have some things to say, but let's go. Let's get ready to end our journey with Melania.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair, and death indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin?
Yes and no, Melania. Yes, because fuck the greater will. No, because, well, we kind of know what the outcome is going to be here.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Ah, what a sweet moment it shall be. Although she's sat on a bloodstain, which I don't like. There she is, her burned hand. I don't know if she's put us to sleep or she's... Maybe she's using the power of our great runes to do this now.
O Erd Tree, you shall burn. Burn for the sake of the new Lord.
Could have taken my helmet off. God's sake. Can see my bonsai though. Don't burn my bonsai, please, Melania.
Thank you for guiding me here.
Don't touch the bonsai. Just don't touch the bonsai. Thank you.
The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
Well, well, well. Look where we are, people. Here we go. So we are now at the city in the sky, crumbling Farum Azula. So yeah, a little bit sad there, but Melania fulfilled her purpose. So whatever happened when we got to the capital, the Erdtree capital, she discovered her true purpose, which was to be a sacrifice for to do this, to burn the Erdtree. So yeah, I can't really say much more without, going into some deep level stuff, but we are now on our own. So we're without Melania. She's gone, I'm afraid. As far as I'm aware, she is gone. I don't want to say dead, because, I don't know, but she's gone. We will not be seeing her again. Now, I think I mentioned, there is another way to burn the Erdtree. There is another way to have kindling to spark the flame of the giants there. And that is if we were to inherit the flame of frenzy, we could use our own body to ignite the Erdtree. The flame of the giants there in order to burn the Erdtree, but we would not die in the process. However, if we were to do that and we were to... very violent. If we were to inherit the flame of frenzy while we still had Melania with us, she would leave us, okay? And she would never return. Even if we managed to cure the flame of frenzy from ourselves, she'd be gone. And there's only one way that you can see her again, and that's if you actually do the flame of frenzy ending. You will see Melania. And I will talk about that now without going into too much detail, so potential spoilers. In the end, obviously, if you want to do this for yourselves, or if you want to go watch a video about the Frenzied Flame ending, which is essentially the worst ending in the game, the most evil, closely followed by the Dung Eater, you will see Melania, and she will basically say that she's going to hunt you down and kill you because you've betrayed everyone and you've effectively destroyed the world. So she stays alive if you take the flame of frenzy, but her sole mission becomes to kill you. So I will say that, because we're not going to be doing the flame of frenzy ending. So I thought I'd just tell you that now. Okay. And I've mentioned this already. We're going to be doing what I deem to be the best ending / the most good ending, and also potentially the hardest ending to obtain, which is Rani's ending. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay. Now I've got the first grey site there. Okay. So there's Crumbling Forum Missoula. Somehow we teleported to over there. Maybe Melania used the last of her powers to get us over there. I just want to actually see if the Erdtree is burning yet, or if we have to do something else first. Okay, it is burning. Okay, yeah. So the Erdtree is aflame, but we need to do more in order to gain access to the Erdtree. The powers that be are still too strong for us to get inside there. So our mission now is to try and claim for ourselves the Rune of Death. Okay, so we're going to be getting the Rune of Death, and that will enable us to completely burn the thorns that are blocking our entrance into the Erdtree. Now, as you can see, I haven't really talked about it, but this is a pretty cool place. So you remember all those ruins that look like this? Well, not with the skeletons in, but you see loads of ruins throughout the world. So if I just, take you back to Limgrave, all these ruins here strewn about, that's where we fought our first Deathbird. These are all from Missoula. They've fallen from the sky here. And you can kind of see why. Because they're all getting churned up and then thrown out into the world. I forgot. I think we actually found we found something that told us what happened here, why it's in this state. But I did forget. I must admit. But what I do know is that time is a little bit weird here. I think that's why I think that's why lots of things are floating, and why the place isn't completely destroyed. I think the flow of time is a bit distorted in this place, and again we'll see more evidence of that a little bit later too. Now, here we have another dragon. So this is just a dragon. It's not Fortifax or Lanciax, whatever it's called. It's just a dragon, and they are quite tough. So I'm gonna use my twin blade, because I don't think you can knock a dragon over. You can't stagger them. I'm just going to try my best. Now, as we know, they are strong. In fact, do you know what? I am going to quickly, if I can, put... This is going to hurt. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put on my Bolt Drake Talisman. I didn't work. Shit. Please. Sorry, I should have done this sooner. Just because I am very weak to lightning. It's my weakest weakness. And I could do with the protection. So... Oh! So, I was going to reference Dark Souls earlier when Milani was burning herself. Very reminiscent of Dark Souls. When you... Ah, shit. Well, now I need flame resistance, don't I? When you get to the end of the game and you burn yourself. For the sake... Ah, shit. Sorry. You burn yourself to kindle the first flame. Well, that's one of the endings anyway. And that was very reminiscent of that. But I was also going to say, it's kind of funny and ironic that dragons in this game use lightning, when in the Souls series, the Dark Souls series, they are weak to lightning. That's the whole thing. That's how Gwyn... Too soon. Okay. Gwyn managed to discover the secret weakness of the dragons, which enabled him to... Ah, shit. To kill them all. And usher in the Age of Fire. Okay, so there is a phase 2, it would seem. This is fire. Nope. I think you can frost dragons. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure if you can bleed them, though. Oh, you can. I'm seeing blood. I'm seeing blood. Run. But as you can see, very hardy. This is probably even tougher than the one we fought in the Altus Plateau. In fact, it definitely is. Because this guy often kills me when I'm in New Game Plus, whatever. I hope it's not too loud, because I feel like I'm having to shout a little bit, so I might look at my volume after this, which is fine. As long as you guys can hear me, that's all I care about. Almost there. I believe they give you some smithing materials. It might even be an ancient smithing stone. Oops. There we go. What do we get? We get an ancient smithing stone and a few souls. Right. Excuse me, let me just look at my volume here. No, it's actually where I want it. I think it was the mixture of fighting that dragon plus the tornado here. Oh god. It really is scary. Can you imagine being stood this close to a tornado in real life, but without getting flung away? Terrifying. I've had nightmares like that before. And I even wonder if it's genetic, because I know my mum's had similar nightmares about being in front of a tornado, staring it down kind of thing. So I've noticed I've got a few level 8 smithing stones here, which I believe means that we can go finish off our twin blade now. I think we just needed 2, and then we've got loads of dragon smithing stones too lined up. So we might as well get that out of the way. Oh shit, I forgot about this, sorry. I forgot about this bit. So, because we have burned the Erdtree... Yeah, sorry, I forgot about this, people. The round table hold is now on fire. So, the round table hold is weird. I'm not sure of the exact lore, but it is located outside of the lands between somewhere. Now, the fact that it's on fire whilst the Erdtree is on fire kind of makes me wonder, is it in the Erdtree or around the Erdtree? Or is it, you know, it must be connected to the Erdtree in some way if it's also burning. That's kind of my thought here, but I am not entirely sure. There's probably better theories out there for people to look into.
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Okay, so we will be talking to the people here, and there's our twin blade up to max level, which is good for us. Okay. we'll be getting some more high level smithing materials in Faru Mazula. But for now, let me see. Let's go talk to Enya. So the two fingers are still oblivious here.
You've done it, I see. What use do you have for me now? I am a finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do as you please. Take whatever course seems most worthy to you. Now you may go.
Not so fast, my dear Enya.
You'd force this tired old crone to work, even now. Harder taskmaster have I never met.
Well, I'd assume Gideon is probably a bit more of a dick in that regard. But anyway. So... yeah, I still don't want any of this. I'm not going to buy it for the sake of it either. But oh, look, we can get Morgoth's cloak. Warn about the exposed body of Margit. Having slaughtered countless champions during the Shattering, the Fell Omen has become a horror to those who harbour ambitions for the Erdtree, or for lordship. Okay, so he was literally just trying to stop anyone else from becoming Elder Lord. Okay. Apologies, I've not really been paying much attention to these throughout the game. We got the talisman there. So you get some sort of scepter there, I think. How do we look? Oh. Bastard Stars. It's a flail. Gravity magic. It's a whip. Oh, sorry, I missed one. That's probably quite a good spell. Death Lightning. We get the whip, and we get Burn O Flare. I wonder if that's Firestorm. Looks like it. This was Godric's crap. We've seen those. So I mentioned this. This is Rykard's sword. It's pretty good, you know. Scales with faith, strength, and dex, and it does fire damage too. And it heals you. Yep, heals you when you defeat an enemy, and then you get his Rancor spell, which is crap, I think. Okay, very popular here. These swords, lots of people use these. Get Morgoth's sword. I've never used it, but obviously we got the Baron. And then you get the Trident, and... what is it called? Blood Boon. I wonder if that's an Easter egg for Bloodborne. Scatters blood flame before caster to set the area aflame. Okay, so that was literally one of the spells he used. There we go.
Now, do what you believe is right.
Right, let's go talk to... Where is Rodriguez? She's here. Okay. So I think she's got some concerns about Hugh.
Take a look around. The round table hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry. Don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
Case of Stockholm Syndrome there, my dear Roderica. I don't think there's much we can do, but I'll try talking to him. Indeed, his shackles are broken.
Lay out your arms.
Why are you still making weapons?
Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god, to slay them. And as long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
You already have Hugh, it's max level. In fact, you've given me 2 max level weapons, so you're good. You can officially resign.
I see. You're here for some spirit. Oh, is that right? So Master Hugh won't listen to you either. You have my thanks regardless. I'll try and talk him round next time. I know he was given this great entreaty to craft a weapon which could slay a god. Though I can't help but think of it as a curse. A fearsome curse. Put on him by Queen Marika. And if that's the case, I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
Very interesting there. Roderica is hinting at the fact that Marika gave Hugh this task, this labour, to craft a weapon that can kill a god. Very interesting. I wonder if Hugh has actually told this to Roderica in confidence. But he has also kind of hinted at it as well when we overheard him praying at some point.
Lay out your arms.
What happened to her?
I've upset the girl. She says that now my chains are broken, I'm free. That if I stay here, I will be ruined with the round table. What use have I for freedom now? I smith weapons to slay a god. I have lived and will die doing so upon this spot. Is there any other way?
Well, yes, Hugh. Like I say, you've done your job. Leave the rest to me. So I'll just check if Roderick has anything else to say about Hugh.
I see.
Nope. So if I rest, I think she goes back to her spot. Not yet. Nope.
I see.
Not yet. I'll check again.
Lay out your arm.
Nope. Okay. That's fine. Now, the only one left here is Gideon, I believe. Yep. Let's see what Gideon says.
You burned the Erd tree, didn't you? Then the round table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The round table hold served to put a Tarnished upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the round table must go as well.
Again, more hinting at the fact that, you know, this round table hold is very much linked to the Erd tree. So maybe it can only exist, maybe it's not necessarily in the Erd tree, but maybe it can only exist if the Erd tree exists, which I guess is kind of, you know, makes sense.
I'll stay at the round table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory. How could I call myself the all-knowing if I did any less?
just realised we have to do the Haley Tree before we finish off Farum Azula, i.e. killing the final boss of Farum Azula, because if we do that, we'll fail Gideon's quest. So yeah, we will definitely do the Haley Tree before we do that.
The pursuit of knowledge is without end. For knowledge is never a thing complete. Thus, I maintain the mantle of all-knowing. Perhaps the same could be said of guidance. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord.
Here we go. Being all nicey now, aren't you? It's very weird how they did his voice. Like, it's very... Like, it's almost like they muffled it a little bit, because obviously he's wearing a helmet. But it's almost uncomfortable to listen to. I'm not questioning the voice acting at all. The voice acting's amazing. Right, yeah. So yeah, we can kind of start to consider who the final demigod is going to be. And again, if you've been paying attention, or if you already know... well, I don't really want to say now. I know it's a little bit silly, but you know, we'll mention that when we actually get to the Haley Tree. How about that? That's my compromise. Come on, jar boy. Hold your fucking jar. Level 7, so that's good. Right. Don't miss you. So, we don't need to get a map for this place, thankfully, which is good. I'm just thinking the best way to go here, because there's a couple of routes to take. So you can go out here and you can climb up to the roof, I believe. Yeah. We might as well do that while we're here. I don't think there's anything around this way. No, we're all good. I will remember to get rid of this, although there are going to be some more beasties using lightning around here, so it could be an idea to hang on to that. That's where we teleported to, above my head, all that time ago from the 4 belfries. Oh, do you know what? I did want to actually look at something else. I'll wait till I get to the next grave site. I was thinking to myself, you know, what if the finger reader crone changes the way she speaks to us? Not Enya, I mean the one that was at the the Grand Lift of Rold. She was like, don't burn the Erd Tree. I want to see if she actually has something different to say. I doubt it, but it would be cool if she did. Okay, so there's lots of gravelstone here, which is associated with dragons. I hear someone behind me. These beast guys are very sneaky. They like to lie on the ground and hide out of plain sight. Now the tough ones are actually these guys, because they will cast lightning at you while you're trying to fight the regular dudes, and they will do a lot of damage in the process. So take out the projectiles first. Oh. Now obviously these guys have a bit of a crazy move where they flail at you a lot, so do watch out for that. Okay, got loads of that now. Oh. Bit surprising that it's rarer than Ghost Glovewort, because Ghost Glovewort is usually for better spirit ashes, or what's called named spirit ashes. Very interesting. Anyway, let's heal up before I actually die. I also find it weird, if you go back up to the Forge of the Giants up there, the flame just looks the same as it did before Melania burnt herself. So, you know, it would have been, just a little detail, I guess. It would have been cool if it was actually, like, properly aflame now that she's kindled it, but I guess not. I see you there. Okay. A couple more dudes to look out for, yes. This is a lightning guy, yeah. So good to take them out. first. I think there's one more beneath me that I would wish to end. Where do you go? Are you a dead end? Yes. A little hard to see, but there is an item there. Actually reminds me, which is kind of what this place is based on, I guess, or the equivalent. The Archdragon Peak in Dark Souls 3, I remember there being a couple of items, and the backdrop is the sky, and it's very difficult to actually see them. I've missed some before like that. Much to my disappointment, as you can imagine. Right. So I'm trying to think how many episodes will be left here. I want to say this one and maybe 2 more would be my guess. So potentially 6 hours of gameplay left. So we get the Dragon Prayer book there. Honestly, I've actually no idea, like, if I have got through this in good time. Like, obviously, I played this game before myself, but when it comes to actually doing a walkthrough, I wonder if I've been efficient or slow in my deliverance of my series. It's hard to say, really, because it is a huge, huge game. And I'm only on, like, episode 36, I think this one is. So we'll be done before episode 40. Honestly, I think we've been pretty efficient, if you ask me. Yeah. Been efficient. But imagine if I did fucking an hour for every episode, which is what I was going to do originally. Like, that would have been double the amount of episodes, if not more. Like, so 70-something episodes. Which is technically fine, but it's also, in a way, a lot more work. Yeah, it's a load more work, actually. And I don't think, you know, it's less likely that people will view longer episodes, but also it kind of doesn't matter, because I'm not just doing this for the views, like I've said before. I'm doing this to have the most sort of comprehensive walkthrough or gaming experience that you can pretty much get for a playthrough of Elden Ring. So, and I think I've, so far I've achieved that. I hope so. Like, comment, and subscribe if I've achieved that. Sorry, no, don't do that at all. Sorry, yeah. So, like I said, I want to go back just to the ground lifted rolled, just there. Where is it? They're here. I want to see if this finger crone changes her dialogue at all, because we've actually burned the Erdtree now. Or maybe she'll be so delusional that she'll just have the same dialogue and be like, you haven't actually burned it, have you?
You'll turn back ahead and the way forward. Hear me. The burning. Doing so will. Who would dare? Most certain.
Oh, no, she says exactly the same thing. To be fair, it's not as explicitly about burning the Erdtree as I thought. It's kind of hinting at what your path is going to be. Burn the Erdtree and then seek destined death, which is what we're doing now. So, never mind. I thought I'd give it a go anyway. I'm sure something beeped then while I was talking to her, so let me just check my... Oh, it might be my mouse, because it's not working. 1 second. It was my mouse, I believe. We're still recording, okay, yep. Right. Sorry. So, we've done the top floor, done this floor. Now, there is a bit more to do back here, and all of this back here is going to be optional stuff, and just to get goodies. Okay? There'll be a lift going down in a second. I'm just having a look around. You might hear some familiar coughing and spluttering soon. Oh, I see you. Stone Sword Key. Hero's Rune. Even better. because we have stone sword keys coming out of each orifice of our body, I believe. 33 still. I think it was at that amount last time I checked. So yes, you'll hear some coffee and spluttering over there. But before we do that, we're going to go fight yet another dragon, I'm afraid. Now this guy isn't as difficult, I believe. This one coming up. So obviously you do not want to fall here. Can you think of anywhere worse in the entire game to fall? So I think this is a dragon, but they're not electrified. But they can be dangerous in the sense that it's quite a small arena, and they can knock you off, which may have happened to me before. I hear you. So you decided to come pay me a visit, buddy. Now I've got a max level twin blade, so I'm afraid you're in trouble. And I'm actually going to put some frost on. I am interested to see if you're frostable. Give me this a sec. I could have got a hit on the head there. Let's see if you're frostable. I don't see anything yet. Oops. Yeah, do watch the edge here, people. And I'd actually stay near the center of the arena anyway, because of this. This right here. So that can knock you off if you're near the edge. Come here. Damn. Missed my head opportunity again. I think they just got... yeah, they did. So you can frostbite dragons. Just as my thingy-majiggy ran out too. And now look at the damage we're doing. Beautiful. So yeah, nowhere near as powerful as the electric dudes. And some more excellent smithing stones. Good. Good, 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 good. Now the other side. I'd honestly rather fight that guy than the shit that's down here. So if you didn't recognise the coffee and spluttering, which isn't me by the way, there's going to be some wormheads, unfortunately, and there's going to be a big one too that is quite powerful, and they like to try and deathblight you, as we know, and they're pretty efficient at it. Now the head is the weak spot. Exceedingly weak in the head, so if you're a sorcerer, go to town on the head. I will try and get some hits in with jump attacks, we'll see. Obviously, the more they move about, the harder it is for me to hit. But they do flinch nicely to my big sword. Does it look like I need Fulgur Bloom at this point in the game? No. Okay, I don't think there's anything around here, but I'll check nonetheless. Anything on the ledge? Nope. I never kind of got this place. There's like... I don't know. There's like a weird ladder going up there. But then there's all these steppy stones. And you think it's going to lead to something secret, but no, it just leads there, which you can get to from here, so... I get the feeling they maybe ran out of some ideas here. 8 damage! 8 damage there from a level 25 greatsword. Oh, hello. I definitely forgot about you. Oh, it's a beast doggy. Very Bloodborne. Oh, I want to play Bloodborne. It's between Bloodborne and Sekiro, but I think I have decided on Sekiro, I think, for my next one. And when I do play Sekiro, which will be pretty much straight after Elden Ring, oh, my green management. I think I will be taking it easier, excuse me, on the old upload schedule. because I've pretty much been doing 2 episodes a day. Hello? Oh. I've been uploading like pretty much 2 episodes a day on average. So it's not that it's too much for me to handle. It's just that I kind of like, I don't necessarily think it's the best for the channel necessarily, or what you guys want, because sometimes I upload a video and like it gets a load of views. Sometimes I upload one that gets like 2 views, and then that'll be it for like a week. And it'll be on like, I mean, I remember episode 8, it had 2 views for like, and again, it's not about the views, but it's also like, if people aren't seeing the video, then they're not using it as a walkthrough, so kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. But sorry, that ladder over here, check around here too. So yeah, episode 8 as of now has 4 views, and it's like, obviously people aren't necessarily watching, which is fine, you know, you don't have to watch the entire series. It's like 2 hours an episode, and I might, you know, it might be shit anyway, which, you know, is perfectly reasonable, because it's my first time doing YouTube. But also, yeah, it's on 4 views, and it's like, I get the feeling if I'd maybe staggered the upload schedule a little bit more, that you know, more people might have seen it by now, which is, you know, completely fine. Live and learn. So I think when I do Sekiro, I'll probably do like two episodes a week, maybe. And I think and I think because it's obviously all the other Souls games are shorter than Elden Ring by an impressive margin. I say that actually, ironically, you probably complete the main story of this game the quickest out of any Souls game, if you wanted to. Like, God knows what the world record is, probably like 20 minutes or something. But with Sekiro, probably all the other Souls games, I'll probably stick to 1 hour episodes. An exception might be Dark Souls 2, just because I want to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. But I think an hour, and then maybe I'll do 2 episodes a week, I reckon, maybe something like that. Because whilst I don't really have much of a following, it's hard to gauge what people want, really. So, you know, without any sort of feedback or comments, which is fine, I've sort of just got to figure it out for myself. So yeah, Sekiro next, 1 hour episodes, maybe 2 episodes a week. See how it goes. Sometimes it's a case of trial and error. Now, sorry, rambling about my channel and the logistics of my YouTube videos. So over here is a little bit dangerous. I want to say you can summon to help you here. Maybe not. I'm sure you could. No? Yeah, you totally can. There's a pole over there above my head. You just got to be really close. I'm not going to summon, but what I am going to do is bring these guys over, because I don't want to fight them at the same time as Big Boy. Damn. Nice headshot. They still pack a punch, even if they don't get Deathblight on you. Come here. Can you actually aim at the head? No. You've got to... Oh, shit. You've got to sort of aim manually. Oh, that's not good. Sorry. I'm being foolish. Right, then. Come here, you. What you do? Oh, God. Hello. There we go. I'm pretty sure I just did 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I'm quite happy about that. I've scratched my OCD itch a little bit there. Sacrificial twig, yeah, we know they drop those, so that's good. Even though I've got like 20. So what I'm going to do here, people, is very rare occasion. I'm going to change my talisman to the Prince of Death's Cyst. So this will give us a little bit more death resistance here. Because this guy can death blight you very, very quickly. And I'll try to get some sneaky damage in while they are distracted. That's good actually, that's pretty good. Twin blade would have been nice, but I will accept this. Wow. That's probably the most successful encounter I've had with that guy. But be warned, they can death blight you / kill you quite easily because they hit very hard. Now, what were you guarding here? Level 8? Oh, okay, that's fine. Excuse me. A couple more items, and then we are done with this this sort of first little section of the. Ooh, you got one of those back. Good. Got 25 again. Yeah. Done with this first little section of Farum Azula. So I don't like that section, but I do like the bit coming up. It's kind of cool. Hang on. Which one are we going to? This one. There's also, would you believe, a couple of NPC quests to finish up here. One of them kind of sad. One of them very, very sad. One of the saddest conclusions of an NPC quest in the game coming up. But we will wait to see who or what that is. So I think that was the final bell bearing force smithing stones right there, which is cool. Now, I could actually see the NPC on my screen, but I'm trying not to mention them just in case it spoils it, so we'll just ignore that. Okay. Now, a couple of potentially missable items here. Nope. Not in this bit, sorry. There are some stepping stones where you have to pick up some items before you... Actually, do you know what? Do you know what? Did I miss any near the beginning? Sorry, I'm just thinking there were like some stepping stones where we first spawned in. I hope I didn't miss any. I'm not even sure you can get back up there. Sorry, I'm just thinking now, how would you even get back up there? Would you go from here? Don't know. Sorry, I get caught in I get trapped in my own head sometimes and think about something random or non-consequential, and then I kind of just roll with it. So we've got some beastie skeletons here. Pretty standard, but watch out for the archers. These guys are exceedingly weak, but there will be some bigger versions coming up who are more of a problem. Watch out for you. Yeah, so really not much of a threat. Oops, locked onto the wrong one, nope. See an item there in the corner of my eye. Go get that in a sec. Come here. Very itchy. Just had a shave. I'm all clean shaven. Right. There's you. Very nice, very nice. I don't think I needed any more somber at all. What did I need it for? I needed it for my pulley bow. Anything else? I think I've only used it for the pulley bow and the serpent bow, which we used to take out Radahn. So we're okay on somber. Was there anything else up here? Sorry, I'm not quite sure. So you'll see there's a path back there. Yeah. Don't worry about that just yet. We will be getting to that bit later. Okay, so some more stepping stones here. I see an item there. And someone's shooting me. I will take you out now, actually, if you don't mind. So, it looks like skeletons in this game are strong against piercing damage. Which, now that I say that out loud, is, I think that's the same in any Souls game. Oh well. I was getting mixed up, I think, with for some reason I was thinking about Demon Souls, the miners who are weak to piercing damage, but obviously they're not skeletons. Anyway, right, we got a big boy. I want to say there's 2 of them. Yep, there we go. So these guys are hard to flinch, and they hurt, and they can breathe fire too. How many souls do you give? 1.4? Pathetic. Oh, you're up there. You also might recognize some of the imagery here, or the environment. So we've seen some of these guys near the Bestial Sanctum, if you remember. Excuse me. They were also inside the Bestial Sanctum, sort of as decorations on the pillars, should I say. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4 damage again. Perfection. Okay. Were you guarding anything up here, bud? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so we got a mini boss coming up soon, or is that a little bit? Hang on. Be able to tell you. No, I don't think there's a mini boss. I actually can't think now. I'm trying to think if it's here or here. I think it's in here. Yeah, I think it's that in this building here. There's a mini boss coming up. One of the more tricky of the game, not because it's necessarily a difficult enemy, although they can be difficult, but it's because there are 2 of them, and they respawn as well until you've defeated. They share a health pool, and they respawn until you get the health bar down to 0. We could make that if we wanted, but there's literally no point because there's a corridor through there. Okay. Then now that I've got... Oh, hang on. Yeah, you can go down here. We'll do that in a sec. I'm just curious if you can actually get back to that upper section. Is it just here? No. That's near the Beastmen. Sorry, people. I'm just curious. This is purely me indulging my own curiosity here. I apologise. I wonder if you actually get back to that starting position of Farum Azula. Curious. Can you teleport from here? No. Very interesting. Take me back here. I just want to go look, because for some reason I feel like I missed something. And obviously the way to find out for sure is to go and physically look if I missed something. So that's what I'm going to go do. Sorry, peeps. I'll try to just run past these dudes. As you know, people, I hate missing stuff. If you've seen several of the pinned comments on my videos leading up until now. So it was here, wasn't it? Yeah. So there was an item up there. I wonder if that was missable then if you didn't pick it up. Because I'm not sure you can get back up there, guys. And wasn't there some level 8 smithing stone up there anyway? So yeah, be careful here, people. When you spawn up there after doing Melania at the Forge of the Giants, someone just fell off. Make sure not to miss these items. Because I don't think you can get back up there. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to confirm that. Dragon Temple. Yeah. So, let's go do behind me first. So this leads to some more treasure over there, but it also leads to the lower area of this place. But we will go and do everything, so don't worry about that. No, there's an ambush here on the left. Yeah, hello. Ah! Missed me, now you gotta kiss me! Just kidding, I'd rather die. These give me Bloodborne feelings too. Is it the Lauren beasts that look a bit like that? But also they're like a smaller version of a skeletal boss that's called Parl. Dark Beast Parl, hello. See ya. And it kind of gives me that kind of feeling. Anyway. So, but yeah, you can actually drop down from up above where we were before, but there's not much point. I mean, yeah, if you drop down, then you miss the grace site, so inadvisable. No, this is going to be a trap, I assume. I don't remember, but nope. What it would be. So, as you can see with our big old sword, we're doing some pretty good damage now. 2,000 damage there, just from one swing. But they are weak enemies, so I can't be too cocky. Now, this isn't the way up to where that secret path that I told you about. That is further above us up there. We have to go a little bit further along to get to that place. Which, honestly, did have me scratching my head the first time I played, because I wasn't quite sure how to get there. Now, Ambush City here. I think they come out of the rubble here, some skellies. Now, is it if you pick up the item, or is it if you go past a certain point? If you pick it up, okay. There you go. Oh, one above. I always thought they came from beneath the rubble, but they dropped. Which means you could probably kill them first before getting ambushed. Okay. So that's where we came from originally, question mark? I actually can't quite see. No, that's a secret path? Yeah, that's the secret path up there. So above us. There we are. Now, anything else here? There we go. So we're back up here. I will ignore you guys this time. I do not wish to fight you again. So good luck following me over here, please. Sorry. I've just realised Zelda, another game where you couldn't really jump until their most recent main title game, Breath of the Wild. Kind of weird, really, when you think about it. I mean, just being able to jump opens up so much more exploration. I suppose for linear games it's not really as important, is it? I guess. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going from skellies to some more dangerous enemies here, to some knights. Now, these guys, so these are banished knights who are associated, or we found them originally in Stormvale Castle. I thought I had to kill them when they were on the ground then. Sorry. Muscle memory. Banished knights. So yeah, for some reason their lore is that they are associated with dragon worship. They're kind of like the Drakeblood knights from the Soul series. Okay. Now, what I'd recommend is don't jump down there, because that's a boss room. Okay. Don't jump down there. Right. this is not the way to get to that. It's not one of those games where you shimmy across a small ledge. But Sekiro is, so get ready for that. That'll be one reason to tune in, hey guys. Sorry. Fine, so I saw those stairs behind me. Let me see down here first, please. I get the feeling this just leads to the boss arena / a grey site. Nope, it does not. I was thoroughly incorrect. Alright, we've got a double sword dude. Channeling some Oleg powers there. Aha. So people, over there is the main boss arena, and you can see there's a dragon tree sentinel. There might be a way that you could, maybe with the great bow, you'd be able to actually hurt them from here. I think you can get a headshot and make them flinch. Yeah. It's quite funny. Anyway. Potential cheese there if you can actually get some damage going. So I got a stone sword key there. Just one more of you guys. Not using your big windy spells. Or is it just because I'm literally not giving you a chance to? Maybe. Okay. Dragon wound. Do I want to go down here? No. I could make it, but I'd rather explore. I'd rather go back and get to this path that I missed earlier. I'm gonna take a drink too, excuse me. Okay. Ah dear. I always find those duck feet funny. I think armor in real life was like that, you know. It kind of makes sense because the armor's so heavy, you kind of need a bit more support. So, people, again, if you go in here, that's boss room territory. So maybe hang fire on that one, because we'll be able to get to a grey site eventually, I believe. There's a dude there. We could sneak up, but CBBs. Okay. Right, so we pretty much ended up getting to this area anyway, which is fine. Come on then, bud. Watch the ledge there, dude. Funny how they hit that certain point and then they just die instantly. Well, the same applies to us. Okay, don't need to read that message because you already know what it's going to say. Oh shit, that reminds me. Ah, fuck. No one liked my final message. What am I going to write then for my final message and where? I have to be pretty quick because I'm running out of game. I'm running out of game, people. And I want to say that messages are like tied to where you are in a game at a specific point. Like if I were to go back to Limgrave and try and put a message down, I'm pretty sure nobody would see it because I've tried that kind of thing before. And it looks like I can't get to the lower area. It looks like I need to jump down again. Okay, that's fine. I'm probably missing something, but I'll just go back anyway. Maybe I'll put a sign in front of this boss room or something. Try to say something clever. What the devil happened here? Are they trying to jump down there? Banging their heads on... Oh, this could be a good message. Yeah, we could be like, watch your head or something. Well, let's try that. So, yeet that one. And also, people, remember, you can I want to say you can only put 10 messages down and then they start to disappear, which I had to find out the hard way. So I think you want to press triangle to protect them, and it will stop them from being deleted. Now let me try again. Let me say, wait, where am I? Sorry. I want it to be so, because people are going to jump down from here. I don't want them to jump over the message and not see it. So maybe around here, I reckon. So be wary of. There's not really much to play with here. Sorry, give me a minute. Obviously, we've got head. Phrases, what have we got? There's not much to play with here. Concepts, there's not going to be much there either. What about geography? Is there one for that? Things, places, that's it. Tunnel. Well, it's not looking too good. I mean, it was a good idea in theory. High road. Sorry, people. Sorry if this is boring. Feel free to skip to when the game starts again. Try jumping. We could do try jumping, but be wary of head. That could work. Anything in actions that's good? Summoning. Jumping's there. Try jumping, but be wary of head. We'll see if anyone gets that. Body parts. And then we do a good old point in that direction. Excuse me. Try jumping, but be wary of head. Surely people must get that. That, like, if they have any common sense, like, clearly he banged his head on that, so maybe these bloodstains will make people appreciate that message a little bit. Anyway, I'm going down there now. Watch me die. Yeah, I don't really know how people die from that jump. This might hurt a little bit. Oh, okay. So, let's look down here. So there's stuff over there we need to get. This is the Dragon Church or something it was called? Dragon Temple, that was it. Just not enough damage to take them out in 3 swings, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate, because I've even got my jump talisman thingamajiggy on. But, oh, if I had 2 great swords, the jump attack with the 2 great swords is pretty sexy. Like, it's double damage basically. And then with the claw talisman too. I mean, even just dual power stancing. Excuse me. Even just power stancing with them, like, you know, it's not quite double damage, but you do get some pretty sexy damage in there. Now I think, yeah. Watch out for the old flank there from Spear Bro. Also, I don't believe the claw damage increases your stagger damage to an enemy. It literally just increases the amount of health damage that you do to an enemy. Right, so that looks like it's going to be the way to the boss. I thought there was a grey site outside the boss room, but maybe I've just overlooked it. No, there was definitely an item here, somewhere. Gorgeous view by eyes always on the brink. I kind of like that one. Like, it has multiple meanings, like we're literally on the brink of something, but also this place is on the brink of being destroyed entirely. I saw an item, there it is. Oh, wow. So that's a bad one to miss. And then we can go back to this and we'll go for the boss. So, I usually summon for this boss because it is a, oh, there's the grey site. There's more than one boss. Oh, so you can only get here by coming to the lower area? It would seem so. I like to summon for this boss because it's a 2v1 otherwise, and it can be quite difficult. However, I'm going to try, just because obviously this is a YouTube channel, it's not just me on my own trying to win. Well, I'm still trying to win, but, it's a little bit more entertaining if I give it a go on my own. So I'm going to try. We'll see how it goes. If I suck, I apologise. But if it doesn't work out, then we go for the Mimic. So, guys, where are you? Yeah, as you can see, it's Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Oh shit, I could still do with frosting them. Don't rely on these pillars too much because they can break them. Ooh, that was a good frosty. AI freeze? I was expecting the old AI freeze there, I'll be honest. No, that was bad timing. Shit. Right, Noodle Boy. Give me one of those. So I think they will summon their friend if you give them the chance to. Otherwise, if you defeat another one will spawn anyway. I didn't mean to attack again there. Oh shit, I'm dead. No, I'm alive. That attack usually kills me, as is obvious from previous attempts. Do you know what, guys? This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Again, though, if you try to attempt this on New Game +7 or +8, then it's a bit of a different story. I'm in the ground. So, we got one more. La 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 la. Can I quickly get one of these? Yes, I can. 204,000. Nice. And we get the final smithing stone bell bearing. And we get the flame tornado, which is the one that's killed me twice now when I've been fighting Noodle Dude. And he's killed me like when he's had like 1 HP left. So, give me this, please. Thanks. Why did I sound like Shaggy then? Like, give me this, please, dude. Scoop. Sorry. Right. Gosh, Scooby-Doo, eh? It was, even when I was a kid, it was questionable. Like, the level of humour was questionable. And nowadays, I can only imagine how bad it is. Sorry for any fans. I mean, as soon as those movies came out, it was like, yeah, this is the end. Right. Sorry, I just saw I had some, like... stop saying like, you fucking idiot. That's what... I apologise for anyone that says like a lot. Because it's like... Oh my god. No, but like was an actual... That was a correct application of like. But when you're thinking, you say, it's one of those, like... connecting words that we just kind of automatically say to ourselves when we're thinking, but sometimes the old brain can get a little bit carried away and start being like, well, like, so I apologise, people. Anyway, now that I've said it, you're all gonna fucking realise when I say like a lot or too much. Oh well. So yeah, I just wanted to store a couple of extra or superfluous talismans. Just gonna take a drink, excuse me. So I can hear a knight clambering above us. But speaking of knights, there is going to be another knight here, and I just level up. There's going to be a... hang on, I should be able to get more. There's going to be an encounter with one of our old favourites. So, actually one of my more popular episodes. Which episode was that, actually? It's the one where I fought the Crusader Knight. And I called it The Dark Knight Returns, which I was quite pleased with. Oh shit. I thought I had more souls than that. Sorry, people. I don't know if I'm going to get 60k from this. I'm still going to try, though. No way. But, oh well. So yeah, there's a Crucible Knight coming up. There are 2 more in the game to deal with. Provided you haven't missed any up until this point. Close but no cigar. So. Dildo. I mean, that could be an easy like there, isn't it? Just, you know, stand out and say, you know, put anus here and, you know, you'll get like fucking 100 likes. Anyways. So. My apologies. I thought the Crucible Knight was here, but they're over in that building there. Apologies. But there are 2 Crucible Knights in oh, that was cheeky. In Farumazula. Now watch out, because we're gonna get hit from behind here. Where the devil did you go? Right, fucking thank you. So although the boomerang guys don't do much damage, they're probably my least favourite version of those beast dudes. This is just a way back up, isn't it? I'm just checking anyway. They always annoy me because they're the ones that hit you while you're trying to fight the actual dude that's a threat. Anyways. Right. Remember there being a doggo or 2. Yeah. So, interesting here, people. If you die, and you're just trying to run through this area again, there is a shortcut here. So you've sort of got to jump a bit to the left, where this... I'd use this body as a reference point. So approach from this angle and jump. And you'll be able to skip all of the bullshit over there, if you're trying to get through quickly. Right. Oh, there's another boomerang guy over there. I could... You know what? I've got a max level pulley bow. Time to use the sucker. Ah, lightning boomerang. God, it feels like I'm playing Call of Duty or something. Fucking... That reminds me, actually. I went to the... I had a haircut today. Fucking... Oh my god, they keep ducking at the right second. Fucking ducking. Who likes it when their fucks autocorrect to ducks? I've actually fixed that on my iPhone, you know, because in the iPhone at least you can change like your dictionary. So I've made it if I ever type duck, it automatically becomes fuck, so that I never have the duck fuck conundrum again. Jesus, what was I saying? Yeah, the barber. I went to have a haircut today, which I'm very pleased about because I needed one. I always go to the same barber, and sometimes he has his kid there, his boy, the main, the boss, and he's set up a PlayStation 4 for his kid to play whilst, you know, he's obviously having to wait for his dad to work. And he sometimes plays Fortnite, so I'm sometimes there in between haircuts, watching this boy play Fortnite, which I'm afraid I don't like Fortnite at all. I hate it. I played it very briefly with my not my ex, but my ex before that. So not my cup of tea, but still fun to watch, I guess, a little bit. yeah, I just never got into... I'm not very much a bandwagon type person. So I do not like to jump on bandwagons, and Fortnite was very much a wagon that was a band. Now you could say the same of Elden Ring, couldn't you, really? I mean, it's, Game of the Year, like, everyone was, getting their dicks wet on it. But, oh, shit. I remember there being a Boomerang Dude. Is it you? Sure there's a Boomerang Dude. Huh. Oh, it might be above us, sorry. But I had an excuse, because I was already a humongous From Software fan, so I was already drooling at the mouth at the prospect of playing this game. And indeed, I played it on the day it came out, and I played it again and again and again and again. So, but with Fortnite, I never got the whole fucking. I mean, it's obviously got a target audience, which is younger kids. And they do shit with Marvel now and God knows what, and Disney, I don't fucking know. But just from a gameplay perspective, like, Battle Royale is, it's not... Where am I going, by the way, people? I apologise. The stairs. The Battle Royale thingy isn't too bad. It's more the fact that the building... Like, what's with the fucking building? Sorry to be a bit of a grump, but what the fuck is that? Why am I building a fucking shed when I'm trying to shoot somebody? What? It's not... it just doesn't make any sense to me. The two things don't align. I know there's a doggo. It's like, I don't know. Oh, bye. What are you? Ah, so make sure you come back for this one. It baffles me, really, that people enjoy it. And then the whole third-person shooting as well. Because, if I'm going to play a shooting game, and I'm not talking about something like Red Dead Redemption, because... Oh, shit. Sorry. Because that's a whole different experience. That's an open-world game, and it's very story-driven and cinematic, and you want to be able to see everything around you and stuff. It's not like Far Cry or something, or Call of Duty. Especially Call of Duty, like the aim of the game is to just shoot people, not to build relationships and friendships and stuff with the characters in the game and get attached to them. Although they've fucking tried over the years, haven't they? Sorry, I'm just thinking if I missed anything. I feel like I missed something there. Sorry, people. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Can I... No. Ah! Please! Oh my god, I made it. Right. Sorry, people. I feel like I missed something up there. I probably didn't. This happens sometimes when I ramble. I apologise. That's cool. One of the gazebos of Liurnia has made its way up here. Sorry. Maybe that's the lore behind the gazebos. You're the Boomerang Dude. Yes. Sorry, I almost missed this, and this is actually the way to the secret area too. You fucking... How the fuck did you get that around there? So, sorry. So yeah, I do not get Fortnite in the sense that that you're building stuff as you're shooting people. Oh, hello. Oh, my god. And it's not even so much that I don't have the mental capacity to be able to build and shoot at the same time. It's just I just don't find it enjoyable. I guess I'd rather play something like PUBG, which I tried and I didn't really get into it, unfortunately. I think it had been out for too long and there was too much hype and but at least with PUBG, it's a bit more adult. You're driving around and you're a bit more team focused, I suppose. But anyway, That's enough shitty on games that people love. If you're like 4 years old. Sorry. Right. Oh, I can level up now, surely. Not quite. So this is another optional area. Okay, and up here there's going to be some tough enemies, a dragon, a golden seed, and somebody's NPC quest that is going to be concluding here. Okay, it's going to be a sad one, I'm afraid. So prepare to cry, as somebody likes to say. I hear something behind me, but I'm going to try and focus on this dude. Because they are the danger. Ah! I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. Sorry, couldn't help it. Ay, 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 that's my face. That's my bonsai. You wouldn't hit a guy with a bonsai, would you? Okay. What was this? I'm trying to remember. I think it's sort of an ancient dragon. Oh, it's a Lord's rune. That's pretty good. 50k runes in the bag. Well, I've opened up a new can of worms now, haven't I? Breaking Bad. Obviously, you know. Well, I say obviously. Again, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but probably one of the best shows ever made. Not watched it in a few years, but I've kind of purposefully not watched it again because I've wanted to kind of wait until it builds up so much that I'm like, okay, in order to be able to survive or continue my life going forwards, I need to watch Breaking Bad again. So well, I'm kind of getting to that point, honestly. I wanted to oh shit, last year at one point, but when I was with my ex, they were not a fan, unfortunately. So it kind of, you know, fizzled out a little bit, but I'm getting back to the point. But then will I have time to binge watch TV shows like Breaking Bad if I'm, you know, doing this YouTube channel? Maybe not, and I'm completely fine with that. Hello. Having said that, oh, there's a big one there, that's a problem. Alright, give me some of this. Give me some of this. Let's thin the herd a little bit here, people. Good. That guy's being very passive, and I'm all about it. God, there's more falling. Ah. I was gonna say, give me a back. I haven't finished Better Call Saul. Don't you know? And I feel kind of bad about it. I've only watched up until the end of season 2, so I've not watched season 3 and onwards. So I believe there's 4 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I need to watch the last couple seasons of Better Call Saul. I think one of the reasons is there was probably something going on in my life at that point which meant that I stopped watching it, but also I didn't find the first 2 seasons that enjoyable or exciting, but what I hear about the final 2 seasons, if there are 2 more, I think there are, is that they are astounding. So I'm kind of, again, I'm behooved to did I hear a Twinkie? I think so. Yeah, I'm kind of that's another one that's on my to-do list, really. But I feel a little bit silly that I've not finished it up until this point. But again, people, no spoilers or anything. No spoilers. Anyways, I think I remember what part of the issue, or what I think part of the issue was. Sorry, I like doing this. Perfect. I think because I'd watched Breaking Bad, I think I set my expectations a little bit too high, if you know what I mean. I think I set the benchmark, the barrier a bit too high up, and so when I wasn't enamored with the first couple of seasons with Better Call Saul, I kind of forgot about it a little bit. But Ye of Little Faith, I think, comes to mind. I probably should have given that one a proper go instead of being so dismissive. I'm always proud though, because I kind of got my mum her first big sort of or no, how else can I describe this? When when I was younger, when Breaking Bad was still like coming out and stuff, I was into it, but my mum was kind of still very new to the concept of streaming stuff online and TV shows online. And when I first told her about Breaking Bad, she herself was very dismissive, and she fucking, you know, she was like, what the fuck is this? I'm not gonna like this crap. And she didn't even know how to stream stuff properly. But little did she know, or little did I know, how fucking obsessed she would become, because she fucking loved it in the end, and then she continued to stream more shows than like most people that I know. And she's in her 60s now, early 60s, so yeah, I created a bit of a monster there when I got my mum into that, but there you go. Right, there's another Drago. Now, it's another non-lightning one, so don't worry too much. Just watch out for the odd that and fire breath, and you'll be fine. Again, don't stand too close to the edge because of this, because it can knock you off. Nice to fight a real dragon though, and not a drake, or I think they're actually called lesser dragons in this game. But it kind of doesn't make that distinction when they bring up their name next to the health bar. But this is clearly a real dragon. I keep thinking I don't have my rune arc active. I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, look at those pretty legs. Very elegant tootsies. Such dainty little tootsies for a big old dragon. Is that really what you drop? God, that's depressing. I don't even know what Gravelstone does, I apologise. Ah, that's better, okay. That I can live with. So we are reet close to the tornado here. I wonder if this... there is an answer, but I wonder if this place was destroyed maybe by the Golden Order when they had their sort of ancient war with the dragons. Maybe. Now, there is a way down here, you know. But I always forget if it actually leads somewhere. I want to say there's snails down here or something weird. Am I right? Is there snails? I want to say just going down here doesn't lead to anything, but I'm going to go anyway, people, because I As you've already... Yeah, fucking just leads straight down to there. Why did I think there were snails here? Fuck. Sorry. Right, instead of resting, I'm gonna run straight back to where I was. And we're gonna go the correct way. But at least now we know properly. Or for sure, should I say. If I can learn how to talk English properly. Speak English. Stop correcting yourself, you dick. Sorry. Oh, I'll tell you what though, I could maybe show you this, it's not really much of a shortcut, but it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll try and show you this. There you go. Close though. Right, we go upstairs, Josh. Upstairs. We'll ignore Cleaver Boy. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to call the lift back, aren't I? So just watch my back here. I'll get some boomerangs in my back. We're actually okay. We're okay. It's a bit like the moon door. Speaking of TV shows. Oh boy. Don't get me started on Game of Thrones. Don't get me started, Josh. Right, it's too late now, isn't it? Oh my god, Game of Thrones. What a disappointment. Right, I've got 20 minutes left to take a drink too. Sorry. Fucking full screen, thank you. Sorry, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. What can I even say? Like everyone already knows. What? There's not much more to say that has not been said. You already know. Like, I could talk about it until the cows come home. It's not going to change the fact that they fucking ruined it. Ah, poor old George as well. Like I know it wasn't exactly. Like the past couple seasons weren't, you know, based on the books per se, but still they kind of dragged his name through the mud, didn't they, by making it shit. Yeah, the last couple seasons just I never thought it would be possible to ruin one of the best TV shows. But not just ruin the last couple seasons, it ruins the entire series. Because you can't then just watch the first 2 seasons, or few, 2 or 3 or 4 seasons, and then like leave it there. You've still got to finish everything, but then you already know how shit it's gonna get. how much of a disappointment it's going to become. The fall from grace. It was such a shame. Such a shame. Anyway, right, that's enough of that for now. As you can see, people here, it is Alexander. So, I mean, he made it to the Forge of Giants. But why is he here? And why is he still cracked? Let's have a look.
Ah, I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling. What an incredible place we find ourselves. But that aside, I can't believe you felled that giant. It was practically a god. I doubt there's another soul out there who could have done the same. Of course, I count myself, the great Alexander, among the many, which means I've but one thing to ask of you. Would you kindly undertake my ordeal? Come and tell me when you're ready. I've been longing to fight a warrior as accomplished as you.
Oh, people, you can kind of see where this is heading. We'll talk about it afterwards, but yeah, this is it. This is the end of Alexander's quest.
You are ready then, I take it? Then let us begin. I am the great Jar Warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. Lend me strength, O warriors within. Let us become one champion together.
Well, this is what it's come to. I will fight you as if you are any other opponent, Alexander? Resistant to frost, which is interesting. Oh dear. Did he just kill himself? He killed something. Alexander. Sorry, I'm just interested. Is he out of breath? Oh no. I thought it might have been like a bit of a Sif situation. Right.
As I suspected, victory was impossible. This vessel was found lacking. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
So, people. That's the end of Alexander's quest. And the end of Alexander. So we did actually see him when we were making our way down here. But I didn't really want to talk about it too much because, you know, this. So my understanding here is that ever since Alexander was defeated by Radahn, I think he kind of knew that he would not have what it takes to be the great warrior jar that he perhaps envisaged for himself. And we kind of saw this when he, and again this was missable if you'd already unlocked the Altus Plateau, but when we went to Liurnia after we'd done Radahn, and we saw that he was so close to going back home to just, you know, live out the rest of his days in his village with his family and blah blah blah. He decided to continue anyway, and in fact, you know, we may have had a hand in that because we freed him again and probably gave him some more motivation to try even harder, knowing that he'd, you know, ultimately one day fail anyway. So he tried to go to the mountain to prepare himself. That didn't work, so he came to the Forge of the Giants. He was still cracked when we saw him, so we can only assume that that failed. And he came to Farum Azula, knowing, I assume, that we would again cross paths, and this time he wanted to fight us again, knowing that he'd die to us, basically. So that is the sad story of Alexander. So as is traditional with warrior jars, if they defeat one of their foes, they will consume their fallen opponent to kind of carry on their legacy inside them to become a stronger warrior. So this time it kind of worked a little bit in reverse. Because we were the one that defeated Alexander, we took what was inside of him to become a stronger warrior. Well, in a way, because now we can go finish someone else's quest. You can possibly imagine who that might be. I mean, it's kind of obvious at this stage, but we're going to be going back to Jarberg to pass on Alexander's legacy. But we did get something from Alexander himself, in addition to his innards, which we'll look at in a sec. We got the shard here. Greatly boosts the attack power of skills. Shard of the late Alexander, a shattered warrior jar. Scraps of stewed flesh cling to the shard, and tatters of ornaments can be seen mingled within the slime. Relics of a red-haired champion, it would seem. So, from this we can surmise Redhead Champion with a piece of gold armor. We can assume that Alexander consumed the corpse of Radahn. So, yeah. I'm not entirely sure, like, you'd think maybe by consuming a demigod he'd, gain some sort of powers or something. And I guess he kind of did, because he was doing some pretty crazy, like, fire spinny attacks and stuff, which he couldn't do whilst we were fighting Radahn with him. He kind of only had his spinny attack and ground slam. But also, interestingly, we're actually, by completing Alexander's quest, we've actually missed out on a talisman. Okay? The only way to get the less powerful version of this talisman, because there is one step beneath it, is to kill Alexander before you complete his quest. If you do that, you will get the I forget what it's actually called. It's Shard of a Warrior Jar or something like that, and that will slightly boost the attack power of your skills. Okay. So the only way to get every talisman in the game is to play the game at least twice and to kill Alexander during one of your playthroughs before you finish his quest. Now, obviously, I didn't want to do that because that's bad for us and bad for completion. But just so you know why I'm missing a particular talisman, that's why. Now, let's look at the key item we got. Alexander's innards. Keepsake of the warrior jar Alexander, found at the core of the dead flesh that once filled the great jar. The jars contain dregs inherited from those who came before. Thus our warriors passed from jar to jar, carrying dreams of greatness. So maybe this was his design all along, to create, a warrior's spirit to be passed on to future generations. And indeed, that is what we're going to be doing shortly, and that will complete Jar Baron's quest in the Jarberg village. Okay? If you remember when we left Jar Baron, he told us, or she, I think it's a he, that he wanted to be a warrior jar because he was inspired by his uncle, Alexander, and Dialos's sacrifice. So we have to go and bequeath that to Jar Baron, and I will do that after I finish exploring here. There's a couple more items to get, and there might be one or two more enemies as well. Yeah, there's one there. And you. I wasn't born yesterday, pal. Okay. So, you coming? Watch them do flame breath. Come on, do flame breath that day. There you go. Ah! Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Bit of a funny angle to fight them. So don't forget this in here. That's a cookbook. Which reminds me, I need to... Do you know what, while I'm here? Do you know, ignorance is fucking bliss, isn't it? I shouldn't really be looking at these because I probably missed one. Let me just see, though. 24. I think I've got all those. 7. I will only consider that I've missed one if I see that I'm missing one in a sequence of books. 5, 6, 7. 4. 1, 2, 4. 3. So we're looking good. We're looking good. That may have been the final cookbook in the game. I'm not entirely sure. It could be one of the Haley Tree, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the final one. Now, excuse me. Now, there is some more loot to be had here, yes. Excuse me a second, people. Something tickly in my throat. Excuse me, right. So, we need to get this, and then the one beneath us too. Which is on this thingy-majiggy, I think it was. 1 sec. Can't see from here. Must have been one step lower. Nope, no, it's right there. The message was blocking it, you bitch. So, very important, another level 8 smithing stone. So, whilst we're here, let's go back to Jarberg and complete Jarberen's quest. So, I think I mentioned this, but Jarberen wasn't in the game when it first came out. I'm just going to check what the time is. I'll probably stop here, to be honest with you. Jarberen wasn't in the game when it first came out. Or if he was, his quest wasn't finished, but I'm not entirely sure. But I always remember seeing on the wiki like this weird talisman that people knew existed but wasn't in the game yet. And the place that you get that from is from Jarberen. So let us go collect it.
I'll begin my journey once as a warrior.
Give Alexander's innards.
Wow. Cuz, are these insights from Uncle Alexander? Thank you. Cuz, I'm a warrior jar, so I need to be strong. I can really have them, right? I understand. I'll get strong. Strong enough. I deserve to have Uncle's insights. I don't think I'll see you again. When I set out, warriors are supposed to work alone. Goodbye, cuz. And thanks for everything. I'll never forget you, cuz.
It's cuz. Sorry.
I'll never forget you.
So, I believe if we go rest, we will, Jarberen will go, and we will never see him again. But he will leave us a little prezi. Companion jar, there it is. Talisman. Oops. Raises potency of throwing pots. I see what you did there from software. Potency, potentate, pots. Yeah, you get it. Talisman given by the jars to their friends raises potency of thrown jars. Though the jars are brought to life by human flesh and blood, they are all rather kindly folk. Perhaps they were made to be better than their innards. So, the moral of the story. There we go. However, one cannot notice the futility of what we just did. You look what happened to Alexander. Like, we effectively just begun another cycle of life and death because, what's to say that Jarberen won't just go out and did what his uncle did and, eventually meet his maker, and then the cycle begins again, and they pass on the innards to another jar, and then another jar goes out and then gets killed, and then blah 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 blah. So, a little bit sad, but it kind of seems as though that's what these guys live for, and that's their life cycle, I guess. I guess Jarberen didn't really have much to stay in the village for because everyone else is dead, including Dialos, who is reduced to well, a blood splatter and also inside of Jarbern. So, that... What do I hear twinkling? 1 second, people. Is it the sunflower? Is that just me? How weird. There was like a chiming, like glistening sound. Okay. So let me just get back to Farum. Where was I up to? Goodness me. Good question. We did the lift, yeah. I think that's where we're kind of... Yeah, that's probably the best place. So, do you know what? Let me carry on until I get to the next grace site, because this is a bit of a weird place to stop, I think. And you know what? You can probably end the episode fighting that Crucible Knight I mentioned. Yeah, that'll be good. So, Alexander is no more, and we've passed on the torch to his nephew. So again, and spoilers here for Souls games, people. The Dark Souls games. Yeah. Kind of similar to the outcome of... Ooh, the outcomes... Are you trying to get me from over there? Of the Siegmeyer or Siegmund quests in... there's an item here. In Dark Souls. So, important talisman there, don't miss it. There is 1 stage higher than that, by the way. It's a physical defense talisman. Yeah, so spoilers. Siegmeyer and Siegmund, you help them throughout the game, but you are unwittingly also helping them to reach their demise. So the more you help, it's NPCs that the more you help, the more they are likely to perish. And it's, you know, obviously a very similar situation for Alexander there. But at the same time, it's exactly what he wanted, so I guess we are merely a catalyst for the inevitable. Come on. Every time with dogs, every time you try to predict their movements and it doesn't work. So I can't remember if you go up or down here first. I think you go up. Yeah. Sorry, I was going to look at this too. Look. So this is a bit weird, isn't it, people? There's some death fruit here. Right there. Also, that skull has... It makes a crunchy sound just when you walk on the skull. It's a bit weird. But there's death fruit. So how can this be possible? Because we're in the sky, and the death fruit is an infection of the Erdtree's roots. So does that mean the Erdtree's roots are can transcend space and time? Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to assume, I suppose. Or does it just mean that the Deathblight curse from Godwyn the Golden is more pervasive and virulent than we originally anticipated? Maybe. So, like I said, just a little bit more up here. This, by the way, don't worry about this. This is just the way back. I'll show you. So if you jump down here, it's just the way back to where you came from. I suppose that's what you do instead of doing what I did, which was a bit risky and jumping back up that ledge. Okay. Right. Oh. I thought that was the place that we teleported to a while ago, but it's not. Right. So we'll do the Crucible Knight, get to a grey site, and we'll leave this one here. And then I'm trying to think. I mean, mean, there'll be at least 2 more episodes, I reckon. Yeah, definitely. There'll be at least 2 more episodes. And then if I get to a certain point in the... I mean, this is episode, what, 36? So if I get to a certain point in episode 38 where I'm like, there's no point doing an episode 39, then I might just be like, let me, just finish the game. Or I might dedicate it entirely to the final, boss fight or something. We'll see. I mean, that could be cool, actually, just have a finale episode. We'll see how it works out. So there'll either be 2 more episodes or 3 more episodes, I reckon. So, here's a bronze guy. So, this guy is, as you might imagine, a little bit tougher, because we're in the late stages of the game. But nothing we can't handle. Right, you do your glowy. Really? You'd rather punish my sip than fucking do your glowy attack and then just get killed anyway. Okay. I'm fine with that. Right. So, there are 2 ways to progress here. We want to go over there first, but I'll just show you. Down there is a grace site. Okay. So we want to go and get this item first. Also, is this just a statue, or did the dragon literally turn to stone? I mean, it looks like it was a real dragon at some point. It's interesting. Can I jump over you? No. Okay. So, the next time I log on, I'm expecting some appraisals on that don't bump your head message. I'll be very disappointed if not. Can't possibly finish a playthrough without getting 10 messages up that have appraisals on. So plenty of level 8 smithing stones, as you can see. You know what, I suppose I can finish the episode just by going back to the Firelink Shrine and checking. Take me back. I just heard some birdies then. But not friendly birdies, people. I'm just trying to think if there's any more NPCs to talk to outside of the Round Table Hold. We've still got Dung Eaters to do, but we can't complete this quest until we get to the Halig Tree. Sorry, let me just have a browse here. Done Fia's quest, done Rani's quest, done Blythe's quest, done Egi's quest, Celavus's quest. I'm not going to start listing all the NPCs in the game, but you know what I mean. Done Top's quest, yeah. Done Box quest. Done the Volcano Manor. We need to do Millicent's quest, but that's coming up. Actually, let me just check. I didn't miss anything here, did I? I got the mines. I got the catacombs. I got the cave. Okay, yeah. The ruins are done. The rise is done. The Earth Tree's done. The town is done. The church is done. Yeah, I got everything. There was the teleporty thing to the blood place, but we've done that. There's the Halig Tree. Good and ready to go. So don't worry about Roderica moving back there. She will move back there eventually.
I'll smith now.
Oh shit, there is more fugue.
Here's one. My masterpiece to slay a god. That's all I've lived for. And my promise to Queen America. But do me a favour and do look after the girl. I can't hold on much longer. I'm going the way of the Round Table. It was a great honor to smith the weapons during my time here. Allow me to call you this just once before it ends. My lord. For that is what you are.
Goosebumps. Again, one of my favourite NPCs. I swear I don't just love NPCs that call me Lord, like Bok, but it's when you go on a journey through the game and you see certain NPCs change or develop, and that's exactly what we've seen here with Hugh. Although it's sad, he's kind of realising that his mission is coming to an end, but that he will succeed in his mission nonetheless because of us. Because we are the only, he knows it now, the only one that can stop this and get into the Erd Tree and challenge the gods is us. And so he realised that, and he called us his lord. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure how you get this dialogue. Maybe it's only if you get your weapon to plus 25. I don't know for sure, but it would be cool if it was. Because then it kind of, it like acknowledges the fact that you know he's completed his task. But he did also confirm that he promised to stay here and smith a weapon that could slay a god to Marika. So he's here at the behest of Marika. I say behest. I get the feeling that he. I want to say that maybe Marika even cursed him to be bound to this place, like physically and metaphorically, in the sense that, you know, Marika wanted him to stay here for as long as it took to produce a weapon that could slay a god. So, spitballing a little bit there, people, but that is one of my favourite moments in the game right there. When Hugh, you know, you remember how much of a dick he was in the beginning, like very cold and dismissive and blah, 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 blah. And there he is, you know, humbling himself before us.
I see.
I'm just going to rest again, just in case there's any more smatterings of dialogue.
I see.
No. Check Hugh again.
I'll smith as long as you like. Now, lay out your arms.
Well, at least you're not saying that you think I'm dead. Or that I've died. So, what can we do here? I think we can actually buy the rest of the smithing stones that we need, you know. Which is a little bit silly, but I've got the runes to spare. Might as well get a torch all the way. So I'll need... I've got 4, so I'll need 20 more level 7s. And then 24 level 8s, so I won't have enough runes for that. But I can at least get my torch up to max level. So give me 4 level 8 smithing stones. Please? I hope I've got the bell bearings for it. I think I do. We'll see anyway. Sorry people, I'm dragging this one out a little bit, but I don't like to leave an episode when it's not appropriate to leave it, if you know what I mean. I'd rather go on for a little bit longer than, you know, leave at an inopportune or inappropriate moment in the story. I gave the bell bearings, but I didn't actually buy them. Sorry. Interesting episode, though. Exciting, sad, grumpy. When I was complaining about Fortnite and stuff. Bit of a roller coaster. Yep, okay, yep. Right. Goodbye. We're just missing level 9, though. It's interesting. Maybe you can't buy level 9 Somber Smithing Stone. How are we on Grave? Grave's done. Ghost needs 1 more. So we'll hopefully be finding a Ghost Glovewort bell bearing at some point. If not, then I've missed it and I will go and find it. Okay. Also a place, I believe this is the only place you can buy unlimited green bollockses, so that's pretty good too. Now, what did I say I needed? I think I said I needed 20 of those and then 4 of these. They're not that expensive, to be honest with you. In the grand scheme of things. 20 of these. Oops. Do you know what? I might just be able to do all of this. Because I'll need, what, 24 of those to finish off my 2 shields? I might not have enough runes to actually do the leveling, but I've got all the materials I need now, I think. How many ancient dragon smithing things do I have? 6, so that should be fine. So some people might find this a little bit silly. For me, why the fuck not? These are the items that I want to use for the rest of my playthrough. I'm not going to be changing my build now, so fuck it. So let's do you. Max level turtle. And honestly, I might use the turtle at some point, legitimately, to block some damage. So that's very welcome. Oh, we did need Thumber for one more thing. I thought so. The Serpent Hunter. Great Spear. Okay. Now, I'm probably going to run out of runes, which is fine. I'll finish this off in the next episode. That's ancient. And then we just need to do our small shield, which is for parrying purposes. And we're going to run out of... Oh, so close! Well, I only need 812. So let me sell some stuff here. God, how many row of fruit do we have? 432. Honestly, not that much in the grand scheme of things. I've had much more before. I bet I've got loads of Dukist. No, not that much. Let me see though. What's the best thing to sell? I mean, I could sell this because I don't use it. Yeah, just do that. And then our final thing, getting up to max level, right there, people. So a little bit lazy, because I could have waited to just find more. But why the devil not? If we have the means and the resources to do it now, then fuck it. I'll tell you what though, I'll store all the excess shit that I have off camera, because I don't want to bore you all to death. But sorry, yeah, quickly, let's look at our max level stuff. 25, 25, 25, 10, which is what Somber goes up to. 10 Serpent Hunter, right there. Strength scaling with A, it's pretty good. It's not bad, you know. And our torch right there, look. So some good physical damage, but mainly what we're interested in is the fire damage. And it actually scales with Dex quite well, which is interesting. And the reason I use this small shield is because I believe it has the highest defense of any shield that doesn't sort of require like faith or intelligence, that kind of thing. So it blocks 80% of physical damage, which is actually pretty good, and it has 54 guard boost. So, you know, it's a pretty good shield in a pinch. Anyways, thank you all. Oh, I'm sorry, our Polibo. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching and for bearing with me, and I hope you enjoyed some parts, or if not all of the episode. And I'll catch you in the next couple, where we'll be closing up, entering the last sort of throes of the game. And I hope to see you then, of course. Bye!